Hey guys, what's up? Do any of you remember DICE's Battlefront 2? Or hell, do any of you still play DICE's Battlefront 2? It seems to still have a somewhat active community even after all its time. As I'm sure at least some of you already know, this channel started out as a mod showcase channel for Battlefront 2, where every day or so I'd take a new exciting mod that just released and show some gameplay of it. Go watch them if you want, they're still up on the channel. But why am I talking about this? Well, I just wanted to make a video today to talk about Battlefront 2, the legacy it left behind, and some of the decisions made during the game's lifetime, as it's probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. So let's start out from the beginning. I'll make it as brief as possible. The year is 2017, and DICE is high off the heels of Battlefront 2015, a game that I want to talk about another time. DICE decided it was time to make another one. And as the first game performed very well financially, even though critically it could have done a bit better, there were still some problems with the development of this game. The main being that it was rushed out the door in under 2 years. Battlefront 2 launched very buggy, and to this day still has many issues. But that wasn't the main problem with this game, no. And I'm sure you all know what it is. Battlefront 2's launch was filled with pay-to-win loot box mechanics that ruined gameplay systems like progression, is what a lot of people said. Now, a little hot take of mine, I don't think the loot box system at the start of Battlefront 2's life was all that bad, but I can understand why people were angry at EA, and I appreciate the shift in monetization the industry took after the debacle regarding this game, because, well, no other studio wanted a quote-unquote Battlefront 2 on their hands. But what a lot of people don't know is that the loot box mechanics were taken out of the game pretty much instantly. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't even think paid loot boxes made it into the final game. It was mainly an issue with the beta. But since loot boxes were taken away so early, it broke the game's entire progression system as it heavily relied on said loot boxes. It really was a damn shame, because underneath all of the horrible press this game got, there was an amazing product that so many people missed out on because they believed it was a pay-to-win garbage and nothing more. At least that was the case for a while. Around October of 2018 is when the fanbase started to regain some of their trust back, with the release of Geonosis and 4 Clone Wars characters: Obi-Wan, General Grievous, Anakin Skywalker, and Count Dooku. In between October 2018 and September 2019, there was a plethora of new content coming to this game, mainly the Clone Wars. New things like ARC Troopers, Droidekas, and so much that I can't fit into this video. The Clone Wars updates for this game were amazing, and they kept on going with it until around September of 2019, with the final Clone Wars content being the release of Felucia and the Clone Commandos. There were a few more updates after Felucia, like adding some honestly pretty great stuff from The Rise of Skywalker in December, and Scarif from Rogue One and Battlefront 2015 in April. All these new content updates, along with numerous bug and balancing fixes, regained so much faith in this game, and many large YouTubers had returned to recommend it. Even IGN re-reviewed the game, changing the score from a 6.5 back in 2017 to an 8.8, which is very unlike them to do. So, everything was looking up for this game, right? New players were coming in left and right. The media attention had completely shifted from the time of launch. Everything was going great, and there was a bright future ahead, right? Well, no, not really. As we all know, March of 2020 graced us with the hell we are facing today, that hell being the coronavirus. At first, we just thought the virus was going to delay an update or two, maybe a month or so, after they were originally supposed to come out, which was fine, understandable. And that did happen for Scarif, which came out a month after it was supposed to, in April, when it was supposed to come out in March. But what we didn't know was that the virus, along with the idiotic management at EA, caused the Battle of Scarif to be Battlefront 2's last update. The reason Battlefront 2 was pulled is a real dumb one, in my opinion. EA killed Battlefront so that everyone at DICE could start work on Battlefield 6. Now, I like the Battlefield franchise for what it is. But abandoning your most successful Star Wars game to go work on a franchise that's latest entry made significantly less money than Battlefront is baffling to me. I don't understand why they couldn't just keep doing what they'd been doing and have DICE develop both Battlefront and Battlefield at the same time. They've done it for the last 4 years at that point. I don't understand why they couldn't have just done it again. The news for Battlefront 2's cancellation would have hit a lot better if the future of the franchise or Star Wars games in general was certain, but it's not. There's 2 to 3 years left on EA's Star Wars contract, and we know absolutely nothing is coming besides a sequel to Jedi Fallen Order, which is great. I love that game, but that's it? Making a third Battlefront game would be a guaranteed cash cow for EA, and all they have to do is make it. But for some reason, EA hates Star Wars and would rather stick to what they already have. For some reason. Battlefront 2 had so much potential. There were so many things they could have done, and were no doubt planning on adding, but the game never got a chance due to corporate decision making. Thankfully, there was the modding scene that was active to fulfill some PC players' wishes, but mods shouldn't have to be a savior for a live service game like this. And things like Ahsoka and Ventress, or any number of planets from all the eras, or to even bring back stuff from the first game, that all can't be modded in. There was so much they could have done with this game, but no. As of right now, the Battlefront franchise is dead in the ground with a very uncertain future ahead of it, just like it was back in 2005 with the original Battlefront 2. And I just hope that soon EA will realize the lucrative opportunity in continuing this franchise, because Star Wars fans are stupid. If they see a game with Star Wars branding on it, a lot of them will probably buy it regardless. Look at Squadrons. But anyways, that's my 2 cents on the whole Battlefront situation. I really hope you all enjoyed this video, as it's on a game and a game series that I'm very passionate about and would really like to make more videos on in the future. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.